The show. Thank you so much for coming. Sit back, relax, and enjoy as the UMBC Theater community presents a TheaterCon production of SamECircle's You Gotta Live, The Amazing Adventures of Bob Brown. The show was produced in conjunction with AF Theater Co., the UMBC Student Government Association, and SamECircle Productions, and made possible by generous support from the friends and family of the production team.
Hello everyone, I hope you don't mind if I read off my phone because I'm kind of new to this. But just a few notes before our show gets started. First, I'd like to direct your special attention to the special thanks in the program, right under the list of the scenes. We are also very grateful to everyone listed, and many of the organizations there could use the support and patronage. We'd also like to especially thank the common staff members who keep this space running and maintained, and in addition, cast members Sonia Durrell and our two crew members, Ari Page and Austin, for single-handedly ensuring that our many sets and props move seamlessly between the scenes. Now, just a few more important announcements. There is no eating or drinking in the house. So, please put away your snacks. Between acts, there will be a 15-minute intermission, and in the interim, please turn off your cell phones as they may interfere with our microphones, and...
Well,
What?
we're all ready to go, and you're up here talking on and on about the cell phones.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Do you really not remember?
What?
You're the star of the show. You're Bob Brown.
Who's Bob Brown?
Who's Bob Brown? Who's Bob? Who's Bob? Who's Bob? Who's Bob?
About 3,000 years ago, somewhere in ancient Greece, Father Aesop sat right down and said to his children three,
Listen close and hear my tales of truth and trickery.
And those fables spread of Aesop's dead.
you know them and so do we.
So say to truth.
To truth, but also lies. But mostly truth.
There was a kid from Warwickshire's way.
Wrote some rhythmic lines for kings and put them in a play.
Got him red, and the queen fainted dead away when she saw the angels came so came to life.
And so vain we
So say to life.
To life, but also death. But mostly life.
18th century Paris, France, this rich kid's being bad.
In Doña 10 of who Francois Le Marquis de Sade.
We can't discuss his work right now. This is a family act. But suffice to say, he advocates for
Freedom of all kinds.
Us too.
So say to freedom.
to freedom and also safety. But mostly freedom. Time is fickle, death ain't missed one yet. But words like water trickle down and get the future wet.
Man's remembering his past to a cookie soaked in tea.
A little
that be?
Are you in character?
Fully.
All right, good luck. Be safe, it's windy out there.
I'm sorry, I think this is a misprint.
Corner of West 4th Street and West 12th Street.
Yeah, streets. Doesn't that mean they're on parallel?
I don't name the streets, sir. I just rent the rooms.
Well, at least they have the typewriter.
Yes, sir. State of the art.
Art. It's funny.
Funny?
Oh, I came to the city to be a rent writer. You know what that is?
No, sir.
I make material for pulps just like these. 25 cents a pop they go for. And if I had a quarter for every one that these weren't worth, I'd have... Wait, what's this?
Fellow that delivered the pulps dropped it off.
Bob, Cook here.
Cook here? Listen, Bob, I've read your first batch of stories, and they're rotten. Rotten! You know who was a writer? Mark Twain. Anyways, I have put all your stories in my strong box so I can pull them out and embarrass you later. Listen, Bob, the problem is all you write about is the upper crust. Brave soldiers with senatorial blood marching off into the sunset. Who gives a whit about all those cultured people? I'd have you write about lowlifes, grifters, cattle house punks, bunco steerers. You know the type. Start learning the ropes, Bob. Brush up on your slang. You're in the big city now, Bob. Can you feel the stir rain? Start getting a clue, Bob. Talk to a bum or two, Bob. People like you know enough about people like you, Bob. Cocaine may go funnies, and if you're killer, you've got the right stuff. And if I asked you, please, Bob, pass the heroin, you'd say, white stuff? Start spinning a tale, Bob. Start trying it out. Welcome to New York, Bob. You're in a big city now. But I repeat myself. Get started! All that's left are the words. I'll be at your place around 6 to read your first draft. Keep writing. Signed, Bill Cook.
I can't do this. I said I can't do this. Help!
Why are you breaking character?
You really expect me to be able to write a story just like that?
That's your job.
No, that's your job.
I don't write stories. They just happen.
Well, how do you make them happen?
I close my eyes, put out my hands, bend my fingers, and that's how I make them happen.
Nope, not a thing.
You have to have an audience. Who's your audience?
Audience. But I've only had a name for 15 minutes.
Fine, I'll help you out this time, but I need material. Who do you know?
Well, the only person I think I know is this Cook fellow.
Well, what's he like?
Well, he seems to like fancy stationery, and he's really into lowlives and drifters, and he uses a lot of really funny slang. It's all right here.
Here! Skim it, at least, so you're not completely lost. And next time, no matter what, don't break character!
But what if? Come in.
Good evening, Bob. Nightmare of a place you got here. I trust you got my note.
Oh, yes, I'm actually finishing up the first chapter right now.
Oh, give it here, give it here.
You see, a wealthy banker, Christopher Poe, gets himself involved in various injuries, but he manages to escape at the last second every time.
The criminal had a dead white face. Maybe he'd taken Bernie's or the white stuff. If that's the case, we may hear some hop talk somewhere. Those Gervers often let something slip while brassing up the bundle of rags. Oh, Bob, this is brilliant, terrific! They won't know what the hell he's talking about. That's called curiosity. And let me tell you, it sells pulp. Pack up, Bob. You're moving uptown to my place. I've got a brass bed that's going to waste, and the place is big enough to hold a prize fighter. Or write 100,000-word serial. I'll pay you 3 cents a word.
But, wait, move out. But I still have a week's rent. I can't afford to lose any. Wow. This place is remarkably lavish. I mean, just look at that bed tubing. It's like the Arc de Triomphe of bed tubing.
I'm glad you like it. Here's where you'll write, and there's some boxing equipment here, and... Bob, I'm glad you like the place, but there's no need to grovel. Ah, that'll be poker. Good evening, Brayley. Good evening, Clerk. Where's Manning?
He moved to California.
Some grifter told him there's gold in them thar hills.
My companion, as always, is joking. Our old pal Bruce Manning moved out west to be in the moving picture business.
And this would be my new tenant, Bob Brown.
What's the joke, Bob?
Well, I don't mean to offend, but that Manning fellow, you see, movies are nothing but a folly. He's probably going to come back in a couple weeks with his tail between his legs. Besides, who would give up a steady gig like this for a shot in the dark?
He's a bit of a stiff collar, eh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Braley is a regular old court jester. Don't pay him any money. Anyways, 3 can't play real poker, so I'll deal you in, Bob. House rules are no cheating, unless you can get away with it. And don't bend the cards.
Huh? You forgot the most important house rule.
What's that?
Quirk always wins. Oh, that's not entirely. Oh, shut your mouth, Quirk, or I'll shut it for you.
Simmer down, you two, simmer.
How's the wife, Quirk?
Positively lifelike. The bachelor life still suiting you?
Suiting me, tying me, jacketing me, tossing me off the ledge.
Check.
But there's nothing for it.
Well, I'll open the pot.
You're re-raising.
Yes, he is. He raises it every single time. I mean, not everyone's such the ladies' man. Cook here's single.
Fold. I'll have you know I'm married to my work. Acrimoniously, I might add.
Fold.
Fold.
Now let's see what you have. A pair of 4s.
Bluffing us all.
And now you'll open the pot?
Yes, I think I'll open the pot.
Check.
Raise.
The newcomer has some enlightenment. That's what I like to see.
3 raise.
And the defending champion accepts the invitation.
Fold.
Fold. The battlefield clears. The 2 forces face off.
Oh, check. Pair of kings. Pair of 7s.
Pair of kings. Pair of 8s.
Well, I guess that's just how it is. How much are you, Quirk?
About 200.
200?
This ain't a low stakes table.
It's all right, Bob. It's your first time. I'll let you off the hook.
No need to do that. It's a big city. I'll find some way or another to find the funds.
In that case, I did. You did.
Best of luck.
Somehow or another, find the funds.
Well, Bob, I may be that somehow. Tell you what, Christopher Poe is brilliant, so why don't you finish it up? You write me 10,000 words tonight. tonight, and I'll pay you $200 in the morning.
But that's only 2 cents a word. I could have sworn you said 3 before.
You know, Bob, desperate times call for desperate measures.
No joke.
10,000 words by morning, Bob. Unless you want to be in debt for the rest of your life.
But 10,000 words? You really expect me to write that at night? How do you expect me to write that fast?
You're a typewriter, aren't you? So, typewrite.
Typewrite. Typewrite. Typewrite. All right. 3, 2, 1. I still don't know what I'm doing. What did that damn fool say? Find my audience? Just close my eyes, raise my hands, bend my feet. Oh, goodness. My audience! My audience! You can call me typewriter. You can call me Mr. C. My engine is paper, so fast that I seem to fly. I put words to the paper and I'm off to the races. You can call me Johnny Machine. My clothes may be clean, but my hands are covered in ink. As I think, I put words to the paper and my caper's complete. I've accomplished the feat. All I need is a reader like you. Picking up a magazine, my sense and my words will enthrall. I write 3,000 a night, I hope you read them all. I hope you read them all. You can call me typewriter. I bend my mechanical arms and put words to the page. And the stage is my world and I'm free of my cage. And you can call me a little bit of Falstaff, a touch of heavy Hamlet, a little bit of Dickens, writer. 10,000 words. Well, hello, my audience. We can skip ahead a few months if that's okay with you. So, a few months later, us summer scribblers were working on our various divertissements. But we were slacking off, of course.
Last hand for me, boys. Last hand. There's a bottle of whiskey with my name on it waiting at the village.
I have to go soon too. My wife's mother's coming over for dinner.
Ugh, send my regrets.
Want to open this clockwork?
I think I will.
Fold.
Fold. Raise.
Not again.
You're right. Not again. I'll check. 3 kings. Freedom and weak.
Full house.
Oh, check his sleeve! Check his sleeve!
Come now, Bob. You can't complain about a few measly hundreds now that your Christopher Poe cereal is, quote, cereal of the century.
Ah, you're just quoting the front cover, which I wrote. It's the cereal of the month, maybe. Besides, that's not where the real money is.
Oh, please. If you try to play modest, I'll sock you right in the richly deserved.
Your animosity can wait until next time, gentlemen. I'm having steak for dinner tonight. And my blood is, and my heart is pumping fast enough as it is. You know, Cook, it would help if you actually cooked the steak first. Rare meat is good for the Constitution. I don't know if I can take any more of that Constitution. You know, Bradley, what if I go into the village with you later?
Oh, really, Bob? I'm just not sure that that's the best idea.
Well, I am sure. Cross my heart, he eats the steak with the hide still on it. Besides, it's not a lion's den. There's footsteps that are going out as well as in.
Yeah, but the ones going out are a bit more wobbly.
Are you implying that I can't handle my alcohol?
I'm implying that you can't handle their politics. But I suppose the only way to find out is to...
Find out. Let's. So, we went off to Webster Hall. It was a shabby little part of Greenwich Village, a shabby little part of town. But it was not without its boozy charms. You see, I thought I might go there for some inspiration for my future work. You know, one has to mash the wood in order to get the pulp.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Bradley. You brought Craig.
That's your color.
We'll mount him on the wall. Now, let's be kind to the newcomer. He's coming to the circus. Let's show him a good time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this may look like just any ordinary bar, and that's because it is. Pour yourselves a glass of whiskey and prepare yourselves for a truly death-defying act. Drinking the whiskey.
Is this one of your pulp comrades, Bradley?
That's right.
I don't know how you stand them.
I can't stand them. That's why I always bring a chair.
Say, if this fellow's a writer, we should give him a proper reading.
You write. What do you write?
Words. Poetry for the most part. And ladies and gentlemen, as you know, when the public reads our poetry, they say, this is outrageous, this has to be shut down. When the government reads our poetry, they say, this is outrageous, this has to be shut down. When other poets read our poetry, they say, this is outrageous, this has to be shut down. But ladies and gentlemen, there is some good news. No one reads our poetry. So we must read it to each other. And when we read each other's poetry, you know what we say? That was outrageous! Read it again!
It needs to be shut down!
This is our periodical. Others is called our first issue, and contained within the magnificent works of Mina Loy, Ulrich Johns, there's Ulrich, Allison Hartpence,
It's Al! Big Al!
and Alfred Garamorge.
Small Al!
And now for the reading. Who should I?
Yeah!
Far be it from me to disappoint a fan. This one is from Love Songs. We might have coupled in the bedridden monopoly of a moment, or broken flesh with each other at the profane communion table where wine is spilt on promiscuous lips. We might have given birth to a butterfly with the daily news printed in blood on its wings. Once in a mezzanino, the starry ceiling, vaulted and unimaginable family, bird-like abortions with human throats and wisdom's eyes, who wore lampshade red dresses and woolen hair. One bore a baby in a padded porte-enfant, tied with a sarsenet ribbon to her goose's wings. But for the abominable shadows, I would have stayed among their fearful furniture to teach them to tell me their secrets. For I had guessed mine, that if I should find you and bring you with me, the brood would be swept clean out.
Jesus. Was she talking to you? Because she was definitely talking to me.
I'm sorry, Bob. Was that too much?
I just never heard anything like that before.
Mean into intense?
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess there's a reason why people start with a beer, not,
Braylon.
vodka.
No, Braylon. What did you mean at poker before when you said I had a stiff collar?
Oh, that. I suppose it just meant. I mean, it's just an expression for someone who's. I was just trying to say. I didn't mean it as an insult, or at least I don't anymore, but it's.
You know what? Burn it.
I hope the newcomer got a kick out of my bloviating.
Oh, it was amazing. But do you mind if I ask you a personal question? Who do you write for? I mean, who is your audience?
You sure pick 'em sharp, don't you, Brayley? Here's my answer. 2 years ago, I was living in Italy, pretending to be a futurist. And I love them. I love most people and all situations. But they certainly hated me. You see, their whole approach is based in the hatred of two things. One, the audience, and two, the female. You see, they wanted to take the energy of the crowd, or the woman, and use it to their own ends, by which I mean war. But instead, if we involve the audience, if we talk not at them, but with them.
We could actually change their minds.
In theory, yes. Although I'm afraid I'm not so eloquent. You really ought to read my work. That's M as in modern, I-N-A, space L-O-Y, as in, why shouldn't I be?
Bob, Mina's playing a part to make a point.
I mean, point taken, sharply.
You should really stick around for discussion of the Others magazine.
Others?
There's another Others magazine.
Last call.
This meeting of the editorial board is hereby called to order. We will begin with a brief presentation by Mr. Max Eastman, followed with light refreshments, discussion, heavy refreshments, more discussion, and in concluding, more heavy refreshments.
Thank you. Now, as we all know, we have a bit of a newcomer in our midst. And I was thinking, in the spirit of welcome, if you'll permit me, that we might give a little bit of a sermon about this here publication. This magazine is produced and published by its editors. You know what that means? Well, I'll tell you what that means. It means no one's making any money out of it. Listen, you want money? Go be a stockbroker, okay? But if you want to stay, I'll tell you what. This is a revolution, not a reform magazine. It's something with a sense of humor and no respect for the respectable. Something big, something bold, something funny and sincere, something quick, something frank, something that you're gonna be about. It's massive. Whoa, it's massive. Something true, something smart, never rigid or afraid, something all can take part in, and something that is made by us, the masses. Whoa, it's massive. And it grows and grows and grows. Massive. When the world says that you are too naked or too true, come escape that world of money. You can always eat your shoe like the masses. Whoa, it's massive. And it grows and grows and grows. Massive. Comic art on almost every page. The writing, it can range from straightforward to strange. Every topic that concerns our age, all can come and dance upon my stage. Anti-dogma to the core. We may be pro-conflict, but we're anti-war. And what is more, we're gonna rock the establishment to the core. They can try to sue us or bring us to court, but in the battle of the minds, they're gonna come up short. It is real, it is here, it is causing quite a scene. If you write, you can appear in this here magazine called The Masses. Whoa, it's massive. And it grows and grows and grows. And it grows and grows and grows. And it grows and grows and grows. Even if it's only about the size of a pamphlet, it's massive.
Now, wasn't that something? Well, I know what I have to do now. Ditch the collar, messy up the hair. I mean, superficial maybe, but I had to at least look bohemian. Ideally, become one. Now, let's move forward a few more months. Another poker game. This one, though, a little bit more tense.
I just don't see what's so unpoetic about dressing nicely anyhow.
That's not the point. It's fine. You know, I'm almost done with my new serial, What Happened to Mary? That way I can finish all my pulp deadlines and...
Pulp deadlines? You think that's what I'm upset about? Fine. When I go out into the city, when I talk to lowlifes and drifters, when I tell stories of the city as it really is, well, it's not fact. I don't claim that it is, but it's a kind of journalism. Journalism requires distance.
Don't condescend to me. And besides, you're not a publisher, you're just a hack paper salesman. Your only conception of the world is what's outside your door, people talk funny. You have no conception of what art is.
How dare you! You live in my house and you eat my food, and it's not as if you like the funds. On the contrary, I pay you more than
you offered me a bed. If you want to
you should just... I suggest we abandon cards for the evening.
Oh, come now. We're not going to let a bit of shouting.
I just can't take any more of
it. Complaining. Why don't we go in the other room? Cook and Brayley can stay here. Once tempers have died down, we can finish our game.
Fine. What say, Cook? You up for a game of two-man solitaire?
I really wish we could have a peaceful game.
I mean, I do too. It's just that man been completely consumed by Bohemia.
Well, right now you're stuck in the digestive tract.
That was a good one. But I just don't see why we play poker anyway. They all know what's going to happen.
Is that another joke about me winning? I swear, I'm just good at keeping numbers in my head, that's all.
I just don't understand how you haven't gotten any real use out of that skill yet.
What do you expect me to do? Move down to Mississippi and play on a riverboat? Shoot crocodilies in my spare time?
No, Quirt, not poker. Numbers. Say, I made about 2,000 off my last serial, Christopher Poe, and this new one should make about twice that. What if we became stockbrokers?
Broker Brown does have a nice ring to it. My uncle was in investments, you know, but investments are all about face-to-face contact. I'm not the most outgoing person, and judging by your conversations with Cook, geniality isn't your strong suit either.
I mean, it was just a suggestion.
No, it's a good idea. And I'm trying to be more open to those, even when they're scary. After all, you might have made a small fortune peddling pulp.
I mean, a very small fortune.
Very small fortunes. Hey, what about day trading?
I'm familiar with the concept, but you can refresh my memory.
You buy large amounts of stock. We're talking 1, 2 million, but you sell them right away. At the end of the day, you don't still own any stock, but you've made some profit from the short-term investment. Or, if you have a bad day, you might lose some money, but if you do it well enough, you don't have bad days.
Say, doesn't sound like all that bad of an idea. Why don't you come over later and we can hash out the details?
Shake on it, Broker Brown. Okay, let's go join the others now.
All right. Hey. Truce. Truce. Bob, maybe you better move out. You do have a point, but can I still come over sometime and play poker? It wouldn't be real poker without you.
Deal, gentlemen. Deal.
And so Quirk and I did meet up later to hash out the details. So day trading's a little bit more risky than regular stockbroking, but that came with bigger profits. Before long, we were able to rent ourselves a little room. Well, a closet. But that ticker tape machine is a fascinating device. Before long, we were able to make ourselves a tidy sum. Well, 2 tidy sums. But I knew my bohemian friend wouldn't really care for my capitalist tendencies, so I just exclude some things from my story. I mean, I don't owe anyone the whole truth, not even you. Besides, I have a surprising story that you're probably going to love. But, oh, look at the time. I'm sorry, I'm running late. Hey, Quirk. Sorry that I'm late.
The tape waits for no man, but that's all right. And we missed you at poker this weekend.
Oh, I was in Wisconsin.
Yeah, what for?
Family matters.
Williams Candy 12, Johnson Electric 6, Edward Motor 19/2. Should I buy a bit of Edward Motor?
Fine by me.
Done. Hey, what's that you're reading?
Oh, this? Tender Buttons by Gertrude Stein. Man Ray loaned it to me.
I assume that's one of your vagabond friends. Read me a little.
Sure. Johnson Electric 8, Goodman Powder 6. I think we should sell some Goodman Powder.
Done.
Enough cloth, there's plenty and more. More is almost enough for that. And besides, if there is no more spending, is there plenty of room for it?
What?
It's from the book. You just asked me to read a little bit.
That's the poetry you've been reading? That just sounds like random words.
Random words. Sort of like ticker tape.
Nobody reads ticker tape for fun, Bob. This is a tool, a machine.
A tool. A machine. Sort of like a typewriter.
Bob!
No. Think about it. There's actually a lot of similarities between the pulp that we write and the numbers on this ticker tape machine. Tick, 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 the ticker tape. 8 stories fly with me in my eye. What will I make a ticker tape as it flies by with vast surprise? Tick, 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 the ticker tape. Just like a paperback I write here on page 9 of punch is thrown. A gun is pulled, a startling fight. Tick, 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 the ticker tape. The numbers soon I will unspool. Soon I'll learn if the ticker tape makes me a hero or a fool. Tick, 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 the ticker tape. Beneath my gaze the stories go on the tape. The ticker stories fly right by. Tick, 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 tick.
Fair point. Although I'd like to see the look on Cook's face if you handed him ticker tape on your deadline.
A story written on ticker tape.
Ooh, Johnson Electric 10. Sell?
Fine by me. And fine it was. As the ticker tape machine was going, my pockets expanded. And if an anti-capitalist stockbroker seems a little oxymoronish to you, you just have to remember, one has to master the rules in order to break them. It was written by a machine, yet somehow strangely human. Thanks for the loan, man.
Don't mention it. Happy to assist you in your gradual color listening.
Gradual? Bob's more one of us than any of us. He's practically on our cover.
He's literally on our cover. Others, a magazine of the new verse, issue 2, featuring the writing works of Wallace Stevens, William Carlos Wilson,
Say more.
Amy Lowell and Robert Brown.
They have a point, Bob. You're a fast learner. Where'd you find time to write on stuff anyway?
I mean, I do have a life outside of these boozy halls.
A secret life.
Of mystery and intrigue.
Crimes and legends.
A life fit for pulp.
Come now, Bob. We all live other lives. Why don't you just look at the magazine? Wallace Stevens?
I'm an insurance salesman.
That you are, Wallace. What you're not is a poet.
He'll write something good one of these decades.
Amy Lowell?
I'm a smoker. No further questions.
William Carlos Williams?
I'm a doctor. Physician. Heal thyself.
We don't mean to badger you, Bob, but you can be a bit elusive. For example, where have you been the past couple days?
I was in Wisconsin.
What brought you to Wisconsin of all places?
A wedding?
Oh, a relative?
No, not a relative. That would be against the law.
You couldn't. Bob, whose marriage was this?
Mine and Lillian's? Lillian, my wife? I was going to introduce you to her today, in fact. Here she is.
Hello, Bob, dear.
This is the surprise that I was telling you about earlier. Do you like her? Well, Lillian, I'm sure that you're going to really enjoy it here. You see, Lillian is an artiste. She studied in Spain. So if anyone's Bohemian, she is.
Bobby's been telling me all about your little fiestas here. I find them simply invigorating. Work of a radical constitution is of dreadful importance. Else our entire culture risks slipping into stasis, like a limbless marble statue falling backwards into the great standing pond of Schloss Schleißheim.
How do you know her?
Oh, her family's and mine go way back.
More specifically, you have a noviazgo with my sister that goes way back.
And I was more than happy to settle.
Well, it's lovely to meet you, Lillian. And Bob, you and Lillian are going to live in Bill Cook's place?
Oh no. I got a much nicer place after a few weeks of day trading. You do know that I've been stockbroking, don't you?
Broker Brown, of course. Oh, it's not as if you write it on your cuffs.
Between the typewriter and the cuffs, he'll fill the place with words like Ptolemy filled the Library of Alexandria.
Watch out for Julius Caesar. He'll torch the place.
If he can bridge the Rhine in 10 days, he'll be finished bridging the North Atlantic by March 13th next year.
Hide your valuables and children.
Yes, and in that order.
Bobby, what do you say about having a little soiree at our house? Give your friends a chance to celebrate in more festive environs.
That's a great idea. What say, Bob?
Well, I don't see why not. Tuesday?
Tuesday!
Well, this is a new place. I suppose I should give you a tour, but that's going to have to wait for a little bit. I have more tangible guests that I need to attend to.
Do you like what we've done with the place?
Stunning. That bed's really something.
An Arc de Triomphe of brass beddom, Paul called it. He picked it out himself, of course.
Subtle as ever. Honestly, I'm amazed Bob has any time to spend here. Between the brokerage, the poetry, and the pulps, I'm amazed he has any time to spend with you.
Bob and I each have busy lives. I have my art, house, plenty to keep me occupied.
And he says, that's not cubism, that's just what her face looks like. Oh, Rose. Bob, you should meet Rose.
Oh, we met briefly at the bar. I believe Amy introduced us.
Yes, I do remember.
No, you don't. That's all right. No time like the present for second acquaintances.
You're right. I don't really remember, but I remember you're Rose, and you are...
This is my husband, Hubert.
Good beer.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I consider myself kind of a connoisseur. You see, it's an imported German Pilsner. I feel like you would understand how hard it is to find good quality beer in America.
Good beer.
Well, I suppose the place is a mess.
A mess? God, I can't show you our apartment then.
You live in the city?
Oh, yes, on West 4th Street on the corner with West 12th Street.
That's where I used to live. Aren't those streets parallel?
They're not, but they should be.
Right. Well, it's a pleasure to make your reacquaintance, Rose. Hubert.
So, Bob Brown, you're a writer? Is that right? Yeah.
So the kid says, sure, but if I take the dime, they'd stop doing it. And I have $20 in nickels.
President Murphy, present laughter.
What's to come is still unsure. But I suppose it's the wrong season to be quoting Twelfth Night, isn't it?
Who's the Angelo?
This is Lillian. Lillian, meet my wife, Adon LaCroix.
She certainly drinks.
For a quart of ale is a dish for a king. Oh, but that's Winter's Tale.
She certainly thinks.
Lillian is the wife of my good friend Bob Brown, dear.
Don't condescend to me. I know you only tell the nickel story when you're completely smitten.
Smitten? That you think me capable of...
Don't think I don't see you. Every time she opens her mouth, you glance at her
Lips! That's it, lips. For when she drinks against her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. I don't know quite what it means, it's some sort of mischief, but the point is it's from A Midsummer Night's Dream, which fits the present season perfectly. Sorry, I'm afraid I've been terribly vacuous. Too much fizzy water, I suppose. I should go.
There's no need.
No, really, I think it's better. I'll just splash some cold water on my face and get away.
If you've had too much, I've had too little.
You're certainly a picture of Lily, gazing at the moon, all romantic.
Thanks.
Has anyone told you you had a sort of Rudolph Valentino jawline?
Jawline? I suppose not.
Well, I dare say it's quite dashing. You're very handsome.
You're married, Adon.
Well, isn't this the century of new possibilities? Besides, you're single, and that's all
Look,
that...
I'm flattered, but really, I'm not interested. Ms. LaCroix, all of us here are on the left. All of us here are perhaps a bit gay. I myself am perhaps a bit more. I'd really prefer to not have to spell this out any more clearly.
I'm sorry, I didn't, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, you must be Adon LaCroix.
Why, yes, I am. And you are Johnny O'Rourke.
Eugene O'Neill.
Traveling around town with a suitcase full of plays, from what I hear. Any luck?
Certainly no luck. Never any luck. I haven't sold any plays either.
A quick wit and a distinctive mustache. It's a wonder you're a single man.
Likely not for long. This city will have its way with me as it does all men. Its distant glow is like a bright sun. I find myself entirely unable to fall asleep.
Forgive me, Mr. O'Neill, if this is forward, but I feel like you're giving life to my deepest thoughts.
Yes, terrible thing, isn't it? The curse of a writer.
Might I offer you a drink? To curses?
To curses.
Oh, really? Come over here. Haven't seen you at poker the past few weeks.
Hello, June. Things are busy, as they are wont to be. Good evening, Quirk.
Good evening, Braley.
I'm surprised to see you two here. This doesn't exactly strike me as your type of party.
My, I've never been typecast by a Pulp Fiction writer before. Oh, I see your drink is almost empty. May I fill you up?
I appreciate it, but I'm fine.
Well, I'll fill you up. No.
Good evening, Braley.
Good evening, Quirk.
I should go see what's keeping her.
smashing success. You know, I've always loved being a part of parties, but hosting them, it's a whole thing entirely.
Oh, your badinage is like a cold bath.
Man, you're still here? But I just bid adieu to a Don not too long ago.
Did she leave?
I'm pretty sure everyone has left, except for you.
It would appear that she's mistaken my actions as a lunge and that she initiated a riposte.
Ale?
Well, I mean, I have a spare room if you need a place to stay. I wouldn't really mind.
Just be ready to parry in the morning.
Are you sure? I'd greatly appreciate that. This house, this view, it is all truly lovely. And I'm not just saying that.
Oh, yes, this view really is something. And to think, this land is being sold for a pittance.
A pittance, says the stockbroker, his pockets bulging. But you're right, this weather has a kind of magic to it. It makes you just want to drop everything and just, well...
A toast to midsummer.
To midsummer!
We could build a colony here beneath these evergreens, babbling brooks and buzzing bees, and us in life together.
If we had a colony, even just a shack or three, a plot of land for you and me, we could party constantly.
It's like something out of Yeats' life alone in the Bee-Loud Glade. Still, it seems like just the place to live a life together.
Don't we have such repartee, fit to sing in harmony, like the leaves so emerald green, or brown, we know together we can write a book, ride a bike, climb a tree, take a hike, pick a pie, drink a beer, say hello, live right here, build a colony, here beneath these evergreens, babbling brooks and buzzing bees, and us in life together, party constant, colony, rock.
And so it was. The plot around our houses was bought easily enough, and we were able to build a nice set of shacks. And if you squinted just hard enough, they even looked like houses. See, Rose and Hubert lived right behind us, practically in our backyard. And he would always make a habit of coming over to my house, drinking my beer, and not making conversation. But Rose would make up for that tenfold. And soon, the woman and I made a tight trio. And on went life.
Who knows the Palisade as I do? Knows the river breaks east from them, above the city. But they continue south. South. Under the sky. To bear a crest of little peering houses. Behind the moody, water-loving giants of Manhattan.
No, I beseech you, let me alone. In the name of God, I implore you. God? Bah!
Bang!
That's for Marco.
Bang!
That's for Louise. No, it was I that did the shooting. The good father did nothing. He tried to hold my arm and stop me.
Is this true, priest?
It is as he tells you. I tried to stop him, not for your sake, but for his own.
They appear to say, be quick!
I want no prayer.
Please!
To hell with your prayer.
Make your peace with God, my son!
God, for which allow this to happen? I am ready, pig.
Beg, beg, beg!
Here's the law.
Alas, the laws of men.
And curtain!
Thank you all for coming out to our production tonight. Obviously, for the final, we'll have more in the way of production.
Where's the author?
Our dear Mr. O'Neill has retired to his room for the evening. I believe he said the theater opening is no place for a nervous writer.
Well, what do you think of the play, dear?
Surprisingly topical. Eugene is generally so atrabilious that I didn't think he could channel his usual style into more blatantly partisan work.
Well, I suppose this war is really clouding everyone's thoughts.
Did you two like the show?
Hello, Rose.
Oh, general appraisal is positive, if gloomy.
Well, I hope you weren't expecting a comedy. Did you hear Germany declared the English Channel a war zone?
I saw it in the Times. I hope you weren't expecting good news.
Not expecting, no. You really read the New York Times?
I've already heard from Eastman about the mass of the masses. I'm completely inoculated against their message. Anyways, the Times is the only way to get the stockbroker numbers, so if I happen to peek at the headline, well...
Always forget you're a stockbroker. Bob Brown, stockbroking socialist. A man with a mansion in the middle of shacks. He may be a maze, a human contradiction, but he throws a good party, and he knows a good snack.
Are you eulogizing my husband?
Something like that.
Look who it is. John Falstaff and the Merry Wives of Windsor.
Hello, Adon.
Hello, Cressida. Where's Troilus?
Sorry, dear, I don't know that one. If you're talking about man, he's in his cabin trying to paint. He's attempting something very political, very grand.
I suppose you prefer a grant.
I'd prefer to live in your house and sleep in your bed. Without you in it. Artistic inspiration is fine, but as long as there's a war going on, and as long as I'm pulling my hair out, I might as well do it somewhere with atmosphere. Of course, I can't convince man of any of that.
Well, for whatever it's worth, he's far from the only frustrated painter in the colony. I don't know if you've talked to Marcel Duchamp, our resident cubist, just here from France a few months ago. Usually he spends his hours locked up in his cabin, making hundreds of little sketches, hammering bicycle wheels into stools for who knows what reason, and not painting. So clearly it's a common affliction.
You must be a frozen water bottle. You're such
Cold comfort?
Yes.
Witty.
Adon, how did it go?
Oh, it was heartbreaking, Eugene.
Blast! Another failure.
No, not heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Touching.
It was an exceptionally thoughtful piece.
Provoking and exciting.
It was astounding.
These kind words. They may be the last I hear for some time. I shall hold on to them.
Well, I'm hungry. Let's go eat.
To say, here the air is airless, here the bugs fly in the windows at night, here no one is careless, but here the news comes in of the the fight to end all fighting. But just like lightning, its violent flashes followed by a thunderous call to war. Oh, war, a great and unjust war. Here I pitch you to my canvas. I pray the brush is mightier than the sword. Oh, until death I cannot understand it. But who can stand to live when everywhere is war.
Roiled our little colony, and as the days went by, growing bleaker and bleaker, I thought I should lighten up the mood. I mean, I had the necessary resources, be it the money and the hosting talent, so I thought, why shouldn't I provide the luminosity? So bring on the snacks, bring on the drinks, let's carouse!
The part about a party that I love, handshakes and hugs and kisses too. And what for you, dear?
Having a drink by the sink while the rest of the world seems to swirl around you.
The part about a party I adore. It's never a bore when there's people with similar mindsets. You're thinking,
I love you, my friend.
And I bet they're thinking the same about you. But the very best part about a party is the
Hey, Bob, sorry I can't really stay any longer, you know, I'm very, very busy, but you know, you have a really nice house, very bourgeoisie, and the food was pretty good, actually. I really have to get going now. Please, give my regards to everyone. Goodbye. Good night.
How long was he here?
30 seconds. A new record.
A breakthrough! You finally got the wheel to spin?
Mais non. Voilà. Égouttoir. Bottle of rack.
Marcel, you're a genius! Bring it here, bring it here.
Mais non. It is an artwork. An artwork. Pre-manufactured.
Pre-manufactured? Like already made?
it's certainly novel.
Is it art?
It is art. Because I say it is art. Eliminating all the cruel elements of taste.
Well, I like it. It's something new.
She understands. But now, I must go and write the manifesto of the pre-manufactured.
That man needs a woman.
I think I'm going to retire for the evening.
All right, then. I'll see you in the morning.
Rose, I think I'm gonna head back home, fix that squeaky door.
Ooh, that squeaking gives me a headache. In that case, I'll stay here a bit longer.
All right.
Hello, Rose.
It's just us.
Should I make something to eat?
No, Bob. Stay here a minute. I have something to admit.
What's that?
I don't know how to make it understood.
Well, I suppose just start from the beginning.
Beginning. All right.
When I was 9, I was the smartest kid in school. Although I had to walk a mile and a half, I came to every class, I followed every rule. I said, I'm gonna be someone new, someone you've never seen before. And even if at my core I'm just a smart little girl, I can prove that I can be something more. When I was 17, a wealthy doctor in the town came and said to me, there's an experimental college in New York City, not too far from here. And if you are willing, I've got the funds and thought to engineer a little experiment about what it takes to make a difference in this world, and specifically as to whether said difference can be made by a girl or something along those lines. I don't exactly recall, but the long and the short is I began my term at a little upstart school named Barnard in the fall. I said, I'm gonna be someone new. You haven't even seen the half. And even though you may laugh and say I'm just a lucky little girl, I can prove that I can be something fast. Well, all the girls there wore their hair up just like this. And they had lots of big ideas about ethics and math and politics. And well, me too. And there was something in the air that was thoroughly new. And I was 22. I went looking for a man to add a second tet to the tet in my head. As if on cue, I ran headfirst into Bert, and he was sweet. I thought perhaps he could complete the strange new tune I'm humming, the song of the new wind. And I said, I'm gonna be someone new, someone stylish and chic. And even if at the end of the week I'm just a lovesick little girl, I can prove that I can be something unique. I graduated in the spring and in the fall. We moved into a little apartment with a charming view of a brick wall. Hubert drank and drank and tried to write, and I just stared at that brick wall all night. And then one day, I chanced into some friends from college on their way to a left-wing writers club, and there my eyes lit up, and right away I was radicalized. And they said, we are the new women, the emblems of the scene. We are people truly free. We fight till every light turns green. They try to steal our look and turn it into something they can sell. Well, all your Gibson girls can, excuse-moi, go straight to hell. We are not merchandise or product at which you stare. Look at us, we're new women standing right there. And I said, I'm gonna be someone new.
saying things that I shouldn't, Bob. I tried to stop myself, but I couldn't, Bob. Just one of many side effects of being someone new, someone you've never seen before. And even if at my core I'm just a scared little girl, I can prove that I can be someone new. Oh God, I've made a fool of myself. I'm so sorry, Bob.
No, you're not a fool. It's just, I need some time to process. What are you proposing?
Be with me, Bob. Let's figure this all out together. Marry me.
You are proposing.
Come with me, Bob. Please.
She said, will you come with me to a new world? Come with me and see new stories. Will you come with me to on an amazing adventure, because in Tahiti there are birds that will be strange and new to us, flowers and beauty of a fresh and whole new kind, curious houses, quaint customs, new names awaiting us. We could go as lightly as we came into this world, looking for something that's new. We could be lured by romance, carried there by something whose name is unknown. Darling, hear my